The goal of this project has been to attempt to explore ways in which live musical performances can be enriched by the accessibility of online technologies. Almost all forms of media have evolved and innovated immensely in conjunction with these online technologies, such as music with Spotify for streaming and real-time music sharing, YouTube for video sharing and feedback in the form of comments, and Twitch.tv for video game collaboration. Live music performances have yet to undergo a similar revolution, and we have resolved to investigate potential solutions to this problem space, so that we can apply these technologies to add to the experience for both performers and their audiences. We hope to achieve this by researching previous contributions to the space and formulating our own solutions, getting stakeholder feedback, and eventually creating a simple prototype.
Crowd control is an extension for Twitch, a live streaming platform for gamers. This extension allows viewers to control the speedrunning game the streamer is playing. Audience can earn bits by watching the stream. These bits can then be used up to purchase items. Audience could interact with the streamer by either making the game very difficult, such as knocking the users down, or help streamer and give them useful items through chat command. The idea of chat command inspired us for our own musical implementation.
There are mainly three different types of stakeholders of this challenge. Live performers who are trying to entertain their audience in various ways would welcome the challenge. They wouldn't mind trying new methods if it guaranteed connecting with a larger audience. In addition, audiences are another stakeholder of this challenge. They are willing to pay large sums if they can experience better live performances. Lastly, existing record labels are another stakeholder. Their traditional way of making profit, such as album sales or tours, would be affected by the new method. There will be a noticeable increase in demand for different types of live and interactive music performance.
The system aims to create a new experience for music producers during their live stream performance. The plugin allows audience input on the audience website, where they're able to make live comments of how they would like the live tracks to change. The plugin is able to be added into the music production softwares. It will read the comments and communicate with the digital audio workstation to apply more effects to the tracks, and then it will send the results back to the production end. The musician will be able to view the updates on the panels.
Since the last report, our focus has shifted towards the plugin idea, and hence the areas of investigation have changed. Since our previous areas of investigation were related to the feasibility of a music streaming platform, some of the information is no longer relevant. The research and feedback gathered since the previous report have led us to uncover some new problem areas that we will be exploring in the coming weeks. These are related to the proposed solution of a plugin for popular music creation software. These areas can be summarized by the following questions. If given the choice, would music producers prefer to stream on a music-oriented site or an existing platform? To what extent are musicians comfortable with their created music being modified? Would musicians be willing to adopt a new plugin to increase interactivity between them and their fans?
Our concept is a downloadable plugin for digital audio workstations like Ableton. Similar to Virtual Studio Technology or VST plugins, it acts as a communication tool that interprets live chat commands and translates them into audio effects or filters that directly affect your music production in real time. Visually, it looks like a standard VST window, but the UI is simply being updated based on the commands the audience is inputting. While the streamer cannot change the knobs and dials, they can change which audio effects they would want the audience to have control over. And as a preventative measure, they can also change the upper and lower bounds of each effect, limiting the impact the audience has. So far, there are two types of streams that would be available: production streams and DJ streams, which work differently from production streams in that the audience doesn't have any control on how the music is produced. Instead, the music is either already remixed or it is being remixed on the fly, so it is primarily a collective listening experience. The audience can still add audio effects or filters, but it will only change the experience for themselves.
We will continue to talk to our key stakeholders and get their opinions to form our future design decision. and we aim to have a decision on implementation strategy by the end of week 13 and develop our sales pitch from there. As usual, weekly meetings will take place and goals will be set for all of our team members.
Since the last report, our team direction and goals have shifted according to the feedback received. The decision to choose a different approach for the solution has meant that our team process has slightly changed. This has led us to gather more information via interviews and questionnaires so that this information can be used to shape a solution that fits the user's needs. To help us work as a unit, we have weekly meetings outside of the practical sessions and maintain regular contact over social media to ensure that we're all on the same page with the work. The restrictions in place have hindered our workflow to an extent, as it has made face-to-face meetings and interviews impossible. However, some of the music initiatives produced during the lockdown have been good to study and have served as inspiration and as a proof of concept of our idea.